Welcome, Kumas, to my very first reaction of Death Stranding. I have not watched any trailers prior. All I know, it is a game, a Hideo Kojima game made by the god himself. I am a huge Metal Gear Solid fan. To say I'm a huge Metal Gear Solid fan would not do it justice. I first played Metal Gear Solid back in 2001 when I was watching one of my relatives play it in Serbia. I did not speak English. I did not understand the story. First thing I did when I came back here to Australia was buy Metal Gear Solid 2. I played it. I slowly learned English. I played Metal Gear Solid 3. It made me feel things that I never thought I would feel. I bought a PlayStation X to play Metal Gear Solid 1. I bought a GameCube to play the Twin Snakes, which I had to buy on eBay from someone in the UK because it was never, released here in Australia. I spent countless months trying to track it down in Australia. I bought the PSP for Portable Ops and Peace Walker. I bought the PlayStation 3 as soon as I found out Metal Gear Solid 4 was coming out. The day before Metal Gear Solid 4 came out, I bought a PlayStation 3, brought it home just so I could set it up, and then I bought Metal Gear Solid 4 the very next day and I played it. I more or less cried at the end of Metal Gear Solid 1, not at the end, but near the end. That story really fucked me up. Metal Gear Solid 4, I stood up and saluted with tears in my eyes. I love the game. It is amazing. Metal Gear Solid 5, I never thought I would feel that way again, but at the end of Metal Gear Solid 5, I almost had tears coming out of my eyes, and I need to replay the games, and I will play them on this channel for people to enjoy. So, as soon as I found out Hideo Kojima was released from Konami's basement, and Sony offered him a check and his own studio to do whatever he wanted, and he blew the blank check on doing things from his favorite Walking Dead, doing things with his favorite guy from The Walking Dead. I did not care. I did not care. I will buy this game based on the fact that it's made by Hideo Kojima alone. I do not know what the trailer is going to look like. I hear that it's completely fucked up, but I will still buy and play the game. That is how much the name is worth. Hideo Kojima is a god. He spends most of his time watching movies, foreign films. He is an absolute legend. So I'm going to watch the trailer without rambling on for too long, but that is how excited I am that Hideo Kojima is making another game. That is how excited I am. I grew up on Metal Gear Solid. I was playing it before I could speak English properly. So in a way, it sort of made me into the man that I am today. And it, you know how it is. So let's watch it for the very first time. Now, I apologize if I talk over music a little bit because copyright is a bitch. Only on PlayStation. What an exclusive. Great.
Sam Porter preaches.
I guess the birds and the bees is not off the table, huh?
Tears. Chiral allergy. So, you have dooms, like me. What's your level?
I've got the extinction factor, but I think you got me beat.
You can see them, right?
No, but I can sense them.
Wanna come work for me? Must be tough out here on your own.
I can't help you with that. I make deliveries. That's all.
This song is going to cause copyright, so I apologize for talking. That looks beautiful. That looks a bit like Mars. You can just tell the budget for this game is more than Metal Gear Solid 5. Wow. That looks beautiful. This reminds me of like Final Fantasy 13. The look. Oh, wow. That looks so realistic. Oh, that's a human. Yeah, that's a body, isn't it? Wow. I don't even know what this game is about, but you can just tell Kojima has brought all his expertise from the MGS franchise, put it onto this new gaming engine, and then just lifted the bar. This just looks amazing. Yeah, you could definitely see the Metal Gear Solid sort of... Yeah, yeah. Holy shit. That's painful to watch. Oh my god. So it's like a T-Rex, but with noise? Dude, you could tell the graphics for this game are fucking amazing.
Headed into town. Watch yourself. Those things never stay gone for long. The timefall fast forwards whatever it touches. But it can't wash everything away. The past just won't let go. I'll see you around. Sam Porter Bridges.
Sam, what's your status? Chiralium density is still increasing.
My status is fucked. There's tons of them.
Can you sit out the rain?
No. They're closing in on my position. I have to move before they realize I'm in here.
Sam, if one of those things eats you, it'll trigger a void out. You'll come back, sure, but the surrounding area will still be a crater.
He'll come back?
I got an idea.
I don't know what Kojima's been watching, but... Okay... So we've got some Metal Gear Solid 5 going on here. You can see the MGS in this. Thank you. I mean, this is still a better sequel to MGS than Survive.
A crypto buy it a day keeps the time fall away.
I think Hideo Kojima discovered LSD when he moved over to the United States. That is the only way to explain this.
You're too late. You still don't know who I am, do you?
Who are you?
Kojima Productions. Yeah, what I said was true. What happens when Sony gives you a blank check and you blow it on your favorite actor from The Walking Dead? And we know the rest of the budget. LSD. That is the only way to explain this. Hideo Kojima himself said that like 80-90% of his life is made of movies. I can definitely see, you know, the elements of MGS from his days. Obviously, that series is a big part of his life. The crouching, the movement, the professionalism. I could see it. I could feel it, as can you guys. The beautiful surroundings, the attention to detail, the love that went into this. You don't make something like this, you know, on a whim. You put your heart and soul into this. Which is why, you know, even based on this, which is just, let's face it, weird, I would buy it and play it just because I know that the man put his heart and soul into this. It is in all probability going to be a mindfuck. And that's okay. Because the man knows his shit. Like, you know, MGS, you know, you have the like standard platform, then you got MGS2 with the story and the theories and the subplots, then MGS3 with the subplot to the subplot, then MGS4 with the subplot to the subplot to the subplot, MGS5 with the... You know what I mean, right? The man is just... We are not worthy. Huh. Well, I know nothing more about the game than I did before I watched this trailer. That goes without saying, but we will play it. I will play it. I will have to replay Metal Gear Solid. I did record my playthrough of Metal Gear Solid 5. I stopped editing it because I was an Uber editing and there was not enough demand for it, and part of my recordings are sort of screwed. But I will replay the series and we will do Metal Gear Solid 4 and 5. And by then, hopefully, Death Stranding, you know, will be ready and released. And then we'll be able to see the progression of Metal Gear Solid back in the day. We might even play Metal Gear 1 and 2, you know, just for the lols. We will see the progression from, you know, where it all started all the way to present day. And then we'll see the next game made by Hideo Kojima, which is absolutely amazing. And I hope to God Konami just sells the IP for Metal Gear Solid to bloody Sony. I wouldn't be surprised if Sony bids $1 billion for it. Because in the hands of Konami, it's just dead. But if Sony gets their hands on the IP for Metal Gear Solid, and Kojima is there is so much that can be done. You can have a remake. You can have a proper sequel. You can have movies. You can... Konami, just stop milking the cow that's already dead and clearly decomposing. Just give the IP back. Just give it to fucking Kojima. Just like... The thing is the man's heart and soul. You don't know what to do with it. And Survive was a flop. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. This E3 is amazing. I personally would have liked to have a proper Metal Gear Solid sequel announced in E3. But I have Resident Evil 2. I have Devil May Cry 5. I have a Hideo Kojima game. I'm a happy chappy. You know? It's all coming back. I'm a happy chappy. So, thank you for watching. I hope you join me at the live stream when it does come out. Thank you all the sponsors for all your donations. We almost have, you know, the donation goal for a PlayStation 4. We will play Last of Us because you guys, especially Matt, have been carrying the donation goal, and that was the request to play Last of Us. But fortunately, I'll be able to play Last of Us and then play Last of Us 2. So thank you for making this community what it is. I really appreciate it. Video games are a huge part of my life and have been ever since I was a kid. You guys know this, and it's something that I love sharing, and I love that we as a community can just come together and just enjoy and share our experiences and go through these things now together. And thanks to technology and even now Australia having the internet to be able to live stream, I can play it for the very first time. You guys can watch me play for the very first time, or maybe even watch it yourselves for the very first time. We can experience a cocktail of emotions, whether they be terror, happiness, sadness, together, and just bring us closer as a community of gamers, because that's what it's all about. That's what gaming is. I know there's a lot of negativity surrounding gaming, saying that it causes people to be violent. It causes, you know, all these things. It doesn't. Gaming has not made me more violent as an individual. It has made me wiser and more open to other cultures and other ideas than mainstream media will ever, or Hollywood movies will ever, because video games put you through an experience that can really open your mind. For example, in MGS1, you go through hell and back, and you begin to empathize and feel sorry for certain characters who at the beginning you just wanted to see, you know, get killed. And then you feel bad because you're the one that did it, and then you understand their story, and then you learn that there is always two sides to a story. Video games are not bad. Same way as animals are not bad and humans are not necessarily bad. It all depends what you do with them. Video games are a medium, a very powerful medium that, if utilized correctly, can bring people closer together. We need to focus on the positive and not push the negative. It doesn't matter whether it's music, movies, books. It's a medium. It depends how you use it. Anyway, I've been rambling a little bit. I'm excited. This is one of the biggest E3s for me personally. This is an amazing year. It's just freaking amazing for me. Regularly scheduled uploads and live streams will, you know, start in the next few days. It's just that the whole excitement of E3 just exploded. So I apologize to those of you that weren't that interested in some of the games that I was posting and talking about, but, you know, it's a time to celebrate. Anyway, thanks for watching. Make sure you're subscribed and you hit that little notification and enable notifications always. Otherwise, you might not get a notification and you might not even get the video in your sub box, because that's how YouTube is nowadays. The link to the Discord is in the description and the top comment below. That's where I hang out and chill with you guys when I'm not live streaming or uploading. So I'll see you there. Ninja Kuma out. Bye! This game is going to mess up quite a few people.
Do they really have the ability to launch a nuke?
It's possible.
The terrorists are threatening the White House. They say if they don't accede to their demands, they'll launch a nuclear weapon.
Sweet Jesus.
Don't move!
Can you shoot me, rookie? Good.